Okay, first thing we got to do here is turn the water heater off. First I'm going to turn these valves off. One of these valves is the water going in, the other one is the water going out. So I'm going to turn off both of them. And then I'm going to come over here to the circuit breaker. And find out which ones are the water heater. And I do have them circled. It's going to be 8 and 10. So turn that off. All right, I turned the power off. What I did was down here, right here is where the elements are. On the top, this top element, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Okay, for this one, I had to take this cover off, and it had 2 screws. I put the screws up here on top of the water heater, and then there were 2 pieces of foam like this. I took those out. And then there was a cover over where the element is. This, I took this off, and the same basically for the bottom element. Okay, now I had to drain the water out from here. All you do is hook up a garden hose and then loosen this big knob right here. Now this is the element that I got. I sure hope it's the right one. They have low and medium density elements, and so I sure hope that this is the right one. All right, I took it out right here, and the old one was hard to get out because it had so many minerals caked on to it. So we'll see how this goes. And I also had to buy a socket. This one right here, 1.5 inches. Had to buy a new one. So that'll work. So now we're going to try to get this thing in there. Now one thing you have to remember is that once you put these new ones in, you have to fill the tank clear up. And the way that I'm going to determine that is I'm going to open the 2 valves up here on the top of the water heater. I'm going to open those 2 valves, one on this side here, one over here, right there. And I'm going to open those up, and then when I see water coming out, then I'll know that I have it correct. Now this is going to be really difficult to get this in here. I'm going to have to go get some pliers, because the thing about it is that it's so long that it's going to be hard to get it threaded. I'll try to thread it this way. I don't know if I can or not. Oh, one thing you got to make sure you have on there, you got to have a gasket. I almost forgot that. There. Well, I need some lights in my garage so I can put up my addition, because I got to do a lot of sawing in here and I don't have very good lighting where I need it. Well, when you buy a light, you get this kit inside of the light box, and here's a chain and here's another chain. You got a couple hooks, S hooks I will call them, and then you have these kind of hooks. Get a couple screws. I'm going to use my own screws because these old-fashioned Phillips screws, I don't like them. I would rather use Torx screws, also known as star bits. So I'm going to put this light up here. I'll show it where that's at. I got a plug already installed right here, and I use the 3-prong plugs. I don't believe you can get 2-prong plugs anymore, but I'm going to install this light up here somewhere. And another thing about this light is that it has an extension cord or a cord to it, and I got to figure out how long that is so that I can figure on when and where I can plug it in. All right, now I got to measure between the screw holes because all I have is a bunch of studs up here, and I might have to put a board up there to hang this whole light up there. So I got 44 inches between the two mounting holes. So now I got to figure out if I got 44 inches up here. Yeah, I'm going to have to put a board up there. First thing I got to do is right down here is the outlet, and the cord is about 60 inches plus, so we'll figure on about 55 inches, and then I got to measure up 55 inches and mark it. Now you measure the rafters from center to center up there, and I measured from this rafter over to this one, and it's 24 inches, and both of them, that rafter also is 24 from there to there. So take this, find the center of it. It's 52 inches, so 25 plus an inch. Mark it at 26. All right. So my center rafter is going to go right here. And mark it. And then I'm going to measure 24 inches from that. And then do the same on the other side, 24 inches. Mark it. Okay, that's where the studs are going to be. So now I'm going to put screws in all three places. Okay, now when I put this up here, the screws are already in it. I don't have to fumble with them. And another thing is I'm going to put these, measure where the light goes, find the center of the light. Here's the center of this board, and I'm going to put the 2 hooks in there. Long time ago, I had put a switch, and you can see it right there. So here we go.